Welcome back to the channel and a new video. Just before we go any further, don't forget, if you haven't subscribed already, hit the subscribe button. It is completely free of charge and we have got plenty of fantastic upcoming content coming your way. Welcome back to the channel everyone, and a new video, possibly. I'm in the van, Chris is still away, and I'm going to head not far away, only into Charing. Somebody's messaged me and said, I've been given your number. Would you be interested possibly in my truck? There's an issue with the engine. I'm not going to get into it anymore. He knows no more about it. It has been to a garage. So when I get there, I'll read the report, try and have a deal and buy the truck. So I guess I'll pick up as and when I know what's going on. Starting to wear them out now, Reclamet. Keep doing everything for us, but this cannot go on the back of my truck. It would have snapped in half. Plus it's miles too heavy and miles too long, but this looks a nice truck, a very nice truck. And how many of you have been asking for so long, when are you going to get another truck on the channel? Well, here it is. Another Ford Ranger, but the newer shape, and a 3.2 this one. Let's let him get it unloaded. A few days later now, of course, Chris is back from his jollies and the deal was done. Obviously, you see it being unloaded there. Couldn't really, well, I couldn't film anything when I was there. But I was just saying to Chris before we started recording, the guy, I know he's going to watch this video, and mate, his house was incredible.
Was it?
It was an industrial barn, and he'd kept it looking like it was an industrial building.
Oh, right,
and
yeah.
Chris, it was so beautiful, open plan. He's had this truck from nearly new.
Has he?
Was on the M25, no problems whatsoever, he said. Pulled into the services, grabbed a cup of coffee, come back out. When he started it up, it sounded like a bit knocky. Got a little bit further down the road, oil light come on, engine stopped working, and there's oil everywhere. So that's called recovery and a clean-up process of all the oil. So I'm thinking, hello, come out the side.
Job to know, isn't it?
There is a report there, and it said that they found a crack somewhere and sent him a picture, but it didn't really make sense, to be honest.
It's not going to be like a ruptured oil cooler or something like that then?
Doubtful. I said to him if they tried starting it, he said honestly he does not know. So I don't know what you want to do. Is it even worth trying to start it? Do we push it in, get it on the ramp and have a bit of an investigation?
Push it in. I mean, the only other thing is there is quite a lot of daylight out. Is it better out in the natural light when you're looking? Shall we ever pop the bonnet?
Jump pack on it?
No. We pop the bonnet first and see what we can see, eh?
Is it there?
Go.
Keep rolling, mate. Oh, just while you're getting that up and open though, I'm going to show this. This is nice. A wildtrack. It's got a few little bits and marks around the seats, but it is a work truck. They are a work truck, aren't they? Got this nice roller shutter door on it, and it is very, very clean and tidy. Steps on it as well. I suppose they all come with it, but this is, I mean, me and Chris bought one of these. If you haven't watched that video already, Chris, you'll put that up in the corner here somewhere.
Yeah, that's a long time ago. Yeah,
we
did do one of these.
Corner?
We did do one of these.
But it was a 2.2. Yeah. This is a 3.2 six-speed.
It is.
And this was the first ever. You bought a brand new one of these.
That's right, I did, a 3.2 one.
For your dad?
Well, for me and my dad, when he was unwell.
And I ended up with it.
Yeah.
Or I sold it for you.
You did, you sold it for me, didn't you?
But yeah, this is a 3.2 5-cylinder.
5-cylinder.
Chris, there is a bit of oil residue around that.
Yeah, so it don't look like... I mean, how long's it been sitting here?
Well, it's been here the whole time you've been away.
There's not a drip of oil on the ground.
I suppose it's 4 days it's been here.
So,
oh, it's still full.
Still full of oil. So
it might not have a crack in it. Well, I'll fit underneath.
Well, it's a job. It's a job for me.
It is tight in there, isn't it? That 2.2 was tight.
I can't see anything much there, mate.
Chris, do you think this has had work before? Look at that head. It looks brand new.
It does look clean, doesn't it?
But then I
what's the mileage on this car?
Oh yeah, I just grabbed that. I ain't even looked.
Have you not?
No.
You probably want the key.
Don't get that car behind you though. He did tell me, but I can't remember. 93,000.
93. Yeah, it does look clean, that
Chris.
head, but then it doesn't this side.
Let me send it. Shall I?
If you want. So I have a flat battery, or she's a bit tight.
Yeah. 93,000 though. Shall I get underneath and have a look?
Yeah, I'll have a look from this side.
I'll be honest,
I'm a bit taller than you.
When it was coming off the lorry,
that wasn't a dig. I wasn't
No, I
digging.
know.
I'm a bit taller.
Yeah. Look at the concentration on your
I can
face.
feel something down here.
Can you?
Hear that?
Yeah, what is it? Ah. A bit of engine. No, it's not a bit of engine mount, is it? That's got O in it then, isn't it? Sean, stick that camera right down there, see if you can pick anything up.
You can't see nothing, mate.
No, but you might be able to see it better.
I just
with
saw
the
a little
camera.
shiny rough edge. Put my fingers down there.
Zoom in, you might be able to see something you can't see with the eye. That is tight, isn't it?
It is.
That's definitely knackered, mate. You don't find pieces of metal like that.
Is that a hole, Johnny?
I ain't going to tell until we get that camera out.
Oh! I can see a crankshaft journal. Shouldn't do that. How do you zoom in, Rob?
You know the numbers there? It's
Yeah.
on number 5. Push light number 2 or
Right,
3.
let's go back here. Oh.
Zoom in as far as you want.
Well, see if we can get that now.
But if that red,
It's out of focus now.
if that writing moves at the countdown, the timer at the top, if that moves round, it's not going to record
Yeah,
it
it's
straight.
out of focus.
Oh, is it?
Let's go.
To be fair, he did say, they said, oh, it's going to need a new engine. So we're
There
not
it is. Yeah, I've got a. Yeah.
knackered.
That's smashed through the block, that is.
What, chemical metal's not going to solve it this time?
No. Oh well.
Yeah, I mean, the guy didn't pretend that this was fixable. He did say,
No,
Garage
no.
said to him, it's
I'm
going
looked
to
up
need
there,
a new
mate.
engine.
There you go.
So you found it?
Well, that didn't take long, did it?
No. To be honest, I was half expecting it. He said they found a crack.
Yeah.
What is that, though?
Well, it's round like a piston,
We're
isn't
zoomed in
it?
so far.
But-
Should we get it in the workshop? Get it on the
It's
ramp,
weird,
get
isn't
underneath
it?
there and have a look.
It's weird, isn't it? Cause
It is weird. It's clean as well.
Yeah. That.
Looks like that's from the inside of the
As
engine.
these have a balancer shaft. That isn't a crank that I can see. That's probably possibly a balancer shaft or something. I mean, it's curved like a piston, isn't it? But it don't. The top don't look nothing like a piston, so it's not that. And I don't know what that is, Rob. Really, without taking it
It
apart.
actually
and
looks
seeing.
like an inside-out piston now.
Well, that's what I think runs on a. I think that's a bearing surface that runs on a balance shaft. But I don't know. You don't know, do you?
There's 3 of us here, don't there? Should we push this
But
in the
if that
workshop?
is not part of the block or the top of the sump or anything like that, and that has come out through the side, that's a big hole in there.
Yeah.
Isn't it? To throw that out. Shrapnel, that is, mate.
We will find
That
out
is
where
shrapnel.
that's light. We will
Yeah.
find out where that's come from.
Well,
Why has it still got its oil though? Because that's up higher than the
it's
pan,
out
I
the-
suppose.
Yeah, it's out the block side, the block, and it rods let go, I should imagine, wouldn't you?
Yeah. Well, that is what they're known for.
Is it?
Well, pistons melting, rods coming through the block.
But it might be wrong. 5-cylinder, isn't it?
I know the
Pulled
Ford.
like a train. Pulled like a train.
I know they did work with Volvo.
Do you remember when you sold my digger for me?
Yes.
We put it on my trailer
Yeah.
and delivered it, and it made no difference to
No.
it on the back, did it? It
No.
was incredible.
This, I'm sorry,
Yeah,
I was just saying that.
Volvo.
Ford definitely did work with
Volvo.
because the ST
ST.
are 5-cylinder, aren't they? Or was the RS one of them?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think
Yeah.
they're the same car, aren't they? Right, Danny's here. Do we push this in the workshop? The ramp's free, and have a proper look.
Well, I
under
think
there?
we push it in the yard,
Yeah.
and we may as well work it. It's a nice day, isn't it?
What,
Outside.
unplumb it?
We take all this out. All the front's got to come off, isn't it?
Yeah.
Rads have got to come out, haven't they?
Yeah. Yeah, front panel don't come out.
Oh,
on
it
this.
don't. Oh, it's just rad out then, isn't
Yeah.
it? It would just be radiators there then.
Yeah, let's get down round here. Let's push it in the yard, shall we?
I think so.
Let's do it.
I think so, and we'll start stripping it. And then I suppose it's maybe speak to Adam at Phoenix.
Yeah.
They're our go-to Ford.
See what they've got.
They helped us out with the Transit, didn't they?
Yeah.
And they helped us out with the Ranger last time.
Yeah, we got the
didn't
engine from them, yeah.
they? So probably speak to Adam and see what the situation is. That's not going to be repairable though, is it? So we're going to need...
New
it's
block.
not going to be a rebuild as such, is it? It's going to be a replacement. But still speak to him and see what he's got.
It's obviously well kept, wasn't it? Lovely coolant. It's, all the oil's still on the
Yeah, it's
mix.
quite a late car, isn't it?
Yeah, 66.
Nice truck.
Yeah, I did check it out, of course, using Car Vertical. So I did check this one out before I even left to look at it. Of course, saves you the journey, doesn't it? And you can, I'm not going to not buy it if it's been involved in an accident. We'll buy anything. But of course, you want to negotiate the price further. So odometer, all clear. Financial and legal, all clear. And damaged, all clear on this one as well. So not a great deal to see. But going down to timeline, just to save me asking all the questions, you got 11 records found. So you go to the manufacturer's date, 9th 16. So that's a 66, a late 16. And then 09 19. It's actually got a failed technical inspection, and it tells you the reason why. That one was just the tyre, and then you've got some advisories there, which was a now and another tyre, and the other tyre's warned close to the legal limit. Another inspection, another failed MOT there, another inspection, and an ownership change. I think this has only had one previous owner. Just as an example, I want to show you the BMW X1 that we've actually currently got, and you can clearly see there that is highlighted. So if you've got a problem, or when you run one of these checks, it will be highlighted there in yellow. You will see it, and you can click straight on damaged, and it says this vehicle was damaged. The vehicle was marked as an insurance write-off, and then scrolling a little bit further down, it tells you the category and the actual written off date, so the 12th 2023. I want to thank Car Vertical for the continued support on the channel. To benefit from a nice little discount off your check, use the code up on screen from any browser, or click the link in the description where it will automatically apply your discount. No messing around with these cars with dead engines. You do not want them sitting around. Every time you need to move them, it is a pain. So straight in the yard with it. But all three of us pushed it in. Dan give us a hand there. Straight off with a bonnet. Chris concentrates on the driver's side down there. He's got the cat, the turbo, there's earth straps. There's plenty to get off. I concentrate on the rad shroud, and then the draining the fluids out of it and actually capturing it, because the fluid looks like brand new, the antifreeze. This has recently been serviced, and of course it is very expensive, so if you can save it, filter it and put it back in there, then so be it. That's not contaminated, so that's fine. So Chris cracks on, I crack on, and it looks like we've got most of it off that side and the front. Right, moving along. I got the job to save and recycle the coolant, and I ended up knocking it, but we're nearly there now with a full bottle, so that's a nice little save. Chris cracked on underneath the bonnet and has removed everything driver's side. He's got the downpipe, the catalytic converter, all unbolted from the turbo, and he's currently underneath, undoing it from the other end. He's going to completely remove it. Fan shroud, some pipes, the battery, we've got all of that out of the way. How are you getting on down there, mate?
Not well, I've just bloody slipped off a bolt and hit myself on the nose.
Oh dear.
So
you all right though?
Yeah, I'm not coming out because I'm having a little cry, so I won't come out.
I can see that you haven't got a nosebleed, so man up.
I am.
I'm joking. Chris, I'm going to point out what you noticed though when you bent down here earlier. In the time lapse, you will probably see me and Chris actually laughing. Guys, check that out. Hello. If you go around the other side, Chris, I should be able to see you through there.
You could almost see daylight, couldn't you?
That is a huge hole, not only in this side of the block, but also in the other side of the block. And that is actually one of the crank journals that you can see right there in front of you. And you can see how, you know, the damage on it as well. So that is the issue with this engine. And I think me turning it over earlier wasn't going to do anything. No. Chris did put by some of the chunks.
That bit I had in my hand, Rob, earlier out the front.
Yeah.
I think, after looking at it a bit further, I think that's a bit of piston skirt.
Is it?
I think so.
It's actually cast aluminium,
yeah,
isn't it?
I think that's the bottom of the skirt on the piston, and that's the small end.
Right.
There, you see that bit where I thought it was possibly running on a balance shaft or something? That's the small end.
Right.
So
Chris,
it's fired that out the side of the block, isn't it?
It's not good, is it? Do you know what? I haven't even looked around the other side through the wheel arch. I probably should, shouldn't I? Just to see if you can see the same. Ah, you've actually taken a shield down your side.
I have, yeah.
That's why you could see it.
Yeah.
So this side, the starter motor's there, so you're probably not going to see it. But we'll have a little look later on anyway, and I guess we're all going to see it properly once it's removed. But I think we started this quite late in the day, but we seem to be getting there with it. We'll let Chris continue getting that off. We'll swap that coolant bottle over, fill up another one before it starts leaking everywhere, and continue on. So we always say it, don't we? Teamwork makes the dream work, and we're going to remove in a minute the scuttle panel. And once we get that off, you can see there in the wiper motor, it creates a little bit more room. Chris carries on concentrating on that driver's side, and I start removing the ECU, the fuse box, the battery tray. All of it is here, and all of it needs to come out just to disconnect the wiring. Well, you couldn't even pull out an editing trick there. It is clearly the next day because that beautiful sunshine has gone. But what you would have seen in that time lapse, we really did crack on and remove everything. And as soon as I got here this morning, Chris has already got the engine lift cable on there, and he's got a bit of a plan. Now, we remember previously on the 2.2 one of these we removed was a nightmare for the top back bell housing bolts.
They were there's not a lot of room around them, is there?
No. So do you want me to explain what you're going to do, or do you want to explain?
I can do. We're just going to take the weight of the engine, remove both the engine mounts from the vehicle to create a bit of space, and then hopefully lower the engine down till it bottoms, which it'll be on that cradle, won't it?
Yep.
But that's going to open up that gap at the rear. We've also,
Hopefully.
We've removed this scuttle assembly, haven't we, so that we can hopefully get in there. That's the plan anyway.
Yeah.
We might be cutting in a minute with me lying underneath trying to stretch up and reach them, but
like last time.
Yeah, but we'll see, won't we?
It was a ball.
It's a bigger engine.
It is, yeah.
So it's
even though it's only one more cylinder, it's a lot bigger.
It's a lot bigger engine, isn't it? But we'll see.
I guess we're just going to have to continue on. But like I say, yeah, pretty much most of it is removed now, isn't it? So we're at that stage where we are going to actually pull the engine hoist out here, and we're going to try and do most of that out here, aren't we?
Yeah.
As long as this weather stays dry.
Well, we're committed now, really, aren't we?
Yeah, that's it.
We go for it.
Right, let's carry on.
All right, mate.
So a bit premature here, putting the engine hoist in there. You can quickly see, as fast as we put it in, we pull it back out. It was actually in our way and creating a problem. So we got it jacked up, got an axle stand. Chris got under there first, undone quite a few of the bolts. I got a bit smaller hands to get those top bell housing bolts. You can see my feet hanging out, and I got in there and undone those last two. Very awkward to get to, but we got there with it in the end, and I think we're ready to put the engine hoist back under. Are you ready?
Yep, ready. We should probably mention that we had a change of plan there.
We did. We hooked this up and then we removed it because all we done was put it in our way.
We couldn't lower it because the engine mounts won't come out. All right, moment of truth.
There was a couple of bell housing bolts down the back here, honestly. They was hard, weren't they? Only 13s. We think we've got everything. Do you know what, Chris? I think we're going to have to shorten this one.
You reckon?
Yeah, well, actually, it's coming away from the bell housing already there. It's not going to lift it off the mounts with this front one, I don't think. Hold on, bud. Hold on. You're going to have to come back down. Sorry, mate.
Get down a bit?
Yeah.
Yep.
They've got caught behind, or they're all right. They're going to be all right there, aren't they?
Well, they stay behind, don't they? So.
Yeah, I just don't want them hitting the windscreen.
Well, I'll tell you what. Let's put them back where they were. We only moved them.
Yeah, that's it.
All right?
Yeah.
Right.
Just if we could shorten that a little bit.
Let's see where we're at with the bell housing and see if she starts...
Yeah, so come away my side.
Has it already?
Yeah. What about your side?
Can't see any daylight.
You need to come up a tiny bit.
Can't see any daylight my side.
Right, I'm actually like
Now,
very close to being away.
shall we take the jack and put it under the gearbox to hold the weight of the
Can
gearbox
do.
as she parts company?
Should we take the axle stand out first?
We don't want to go any lower at the moment.
No,
I don't.
okay.
Just in case we've got to get back under there.
Mate, I'll
you
go
know.
with whatever you
Can
say.
I have that oak block?
What one? The big one?
Yeah, the chunky.
My up, yeah?
You're up, yeah.
Oh, it is coming away your side, isn't it?
Yeah, I've just seen that. Bit further under, I think. Right, that's got the weight of the gearbox, but I think the engine's got to go
Yeah,
higher.
I'll give
hasn't
that a little pry,
it?
yours.
Yeah, I think it's got to go a bit higher.
I'm off, Chris. I'm actually right off my side.
Good.
I think you are as well, aren't you?
Nearly. It's holding at the bottom. Johnny.
I can get under there.
Right in the middle at the bottom.
Let's get under there with the little flat bar. There it is.
Like you say, I think it's actually a case of the engine wants to go a bit higher, Rob.
Yeah?
Yeah. Do you want to give it a little pumpy?
That won't go any higher.
Yeah, it will.
No, it won't. It's old. It was holding it. Has that gone up?
No, she's not split.
Hold on, mate.
I'm clear of me. Ah.
I'm sitting on my. Oh, I'm not. I'm sort of rocking
Tell you
on.
what, Johnny.
Go on.
Mine's not going to come past the oil filter housing.
Is it not?
No, we're going to have to remove this engine mount now
Are we?
because the engine won't come any further forward.
No, I think this one's going to be the same issue.
Is
So
it?
Yeah, we're going to pause there and whip those out.
Going to have to, aren't we?
Because
I mean,
I can see they're just 13s now, and there's 4 of them to take the mount off the side of the engine.
no,
rather
that's
than-
not going to help my side.
Let's cut that there for a
Johnny,
minute and remove both of
Bring
those
your
mounts.
camera up and we can show what the problem is here. You've got an oil pressure switch there that's going to hit this, and then this is going to hit this as it comes forward.
Yeah,
So I'm going to have to take the bolt out the bottom,
both sides.
but it's really difficult to get to. But
Got no choice, have we?
we haven't got any choice.
Let's
have
get in there and get it done. So the last knockings now, just getting it on there, just getting it pulled away, the gearbox away from the engine, making sure everything is out the way and everything's disconnected before we pump that up and pull it out over the top. Just a bit, Chris. I'm going to let that gearbox just go because it ain't going to matter, is it?
No.
And then we'll take this. Yeah, it's not come down a great deal, was it?
No. We'll have the stand out, shall we?
Eh?
We'll have the stand out, shall we?
Yeah, I'm just going to. I was just about to jack that up on your nice oak block then. I thought better of it.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, you can't get away with it, guys, with an engine change. You know Chris is the most tidiest person ever, but we've got a lot of tools out. And you can see a few bits on the floor. Just before I do let that down, do you want to make sure that engine don't hit anything?
It's looking all right at the minute, mate. Hold on. Yep, we're good.
Is that all right?
Yeah.
Sure?
Yeah.
Right, we don't know if this is going to go high enough, so in a minute we might be letting down tyres.
Big old truck, isn't it?
It is a big old truck, mate.
How's that bottom pulley looking? All right, mate.
Yeah, you passed. Oh, surely that's not...
I'm going to go back a bit, if we can. Can we go back
I
a
don't
bit?
think so, not unless we both push.
Ready?
Yeah, that's it. Chris, is that going to go high enough? That's the question. Is it going to go high enough? Oh, I reckon it is. Yeah, you're over. You're over.
Yeah?
Yeah.
The sump is lower at the back end.
Yeah.
So
Just nice
right.
and slow.
Don't worry, it will be.
Right. Down you come. Down you come.
It will move forward.
Actually, we need to leave that there so I can show the hole.
So that will move towards the truck as it comes down, mate. That'll do.
Will you hold that there so I can grab that camera?
Yeah.
Look.
Yeah, I know. I know.
Let's get these gloves off. I can't believe that. Now you really can see daylight.
Yeah.
I'll go around this side, Chris.
All right.
Oh, hello.
Yeah.
Look at the size of that hole. That is smashed to pieces
That
inside.
must have been like a bomb going off.
Yeah, it just said it made a bit of a noise. Yeah.
I think it made a bit of a noise.
God, look how it's chewed that crank up, Chris.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely won't be regrinding that crank, that's for sure.
No.
But it's out.
Yep. Well, you know what you got to do?
Find us an engine.
Find us an engine, mate.
Well,
Right.
I've already been ringing around. I've got a couple of leads on one, so.
I'm going to put a couple of blocks here and we bring that right in.
Bring it
and
right
we
in.
pick all the tools up
Yeah.
and you can get on the phone.
I was going to say that's the worst of it over, but it's not, is it? The hard bit is putting the new one back in.
Yeah. But we know where everything goes now, don't
Yeah.
we?
I'm just going to point out how hard those two bell housing bolts were to get to. They was a nightmare to get to. And I guess we better check that clutch.
Because that gearbox don't look like they'd been out to me.
No.
Did any of them bolts feel like they'd been under you?
I don't know, yeah. I don't know. Right, let's get that in the workshop and then get on the phone. Guys, did you enjoy that video? Let us know in the comment section down below. 2 engine changes we've done recently, and it was a lot of work to get it out, but I still can't believe you can see right through one side to the other, can you, Chris?
Yeah, it is like a bomb's detonated, isn't it?
I've seen engines where the com rods have come through the block, but I've never seen it where it exited both sides of the engine block.
Yeah, we've found more bits of piston as well, haven't we?
We have, yeah, lots, but I know someone's going to say, oh, you want to strip that engine down and see how bad it is inside, but it's pretty pointless for us. It's quite time consuming, but this engine will still have a worth. We may need some of the bits off of it. We just don't know, so we'll be doing nothing with it at the moment, apart from dropping the fluids out of it and getting it stored up until I've got us a new one. But if you did enjoy this video, of course, we'd really appreciate it. You hitting that thumbs up. Don't forget, you can follow us on Instagram at Salvage Rebuilds. Chris on his personal one at Salvage Rebuilds Chris. Like, subscribe and share. And I've just got off the phone to my car insurance and renewed it. All went absolutely fine. Right at the end of the phone call, the lady said, have you got a pet? I said, yeah, I've got a dog. She said, do you want to insure that? I said, don't be stupid, he can't drive.
You tit. I wondered where you was going with that. I thought you was serious.
There was a bit of a delay there, Chris.
Yeah, I thought, what's he going on about now?
You like that one?
Yeah, it's good.
We'll see you all very, very soon in the next one.